Now, temperament is your neurobiological response to stimuli. That means how well do you process stimuli. So when stimuli happens in your life, you process, and then your brain returns back to that wonderful balanced area. Now, there are 3 rules of stimuli that are crucial. 1, a lot of stimuli is worse than a little. Why? Because your brain is processing more, so you have more risk of getting out of that wonderful zone that you're in. That's why in days when things are overwhelming for you, you can't go to a place where a lot of stuff is happening. 2, new stimuli is more chemically charged than things that are familiar. If you want to think about this, think about the last time they put software system into your school, and people were like, oh, I hate this system. This is terrible. This software is not efficient. I want the old one back. Relax, it's just new. And the last rule is the most severe. Anything you perceive threatening, worst of all chemically. What is the key word in that statement? You guys are so brilliant. Every time I ask that question, everybody says, perceives. And then we find people go around and go, I don't know why that kid freaked out over that. He perceived it threatening. So let me teach you temperament the way I teach my college students. Could you stand up? You stand up, please. You stand up. 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 What a beautiful row. Thanks for volunteering. Come on up. This way. March this way. Come on. All you have to do is make a nice straight line right there for me. Don't look at me that way. Okay, nice straight line. Perfect, perfect. Nice straight line. So I'm going to move you right over here because you're special. I want you to move a little bit right here. No, you're not that special. Okay, right next, right there, right there, right there, right there. You're special too, so we're going to move you right to the edge. Perfect. And you're a little bit back. No, not falling off the edge, dear. Okay. This person is born with what is called easy temperament. Easy temperament folks tend to process better and come back to balance quicker. They are bestowed with some wonderful blessings. One of the blessings is they sleep better. You say sleep better, big deal, huge deal. When you go to bed, your brain does wonderful things. 1, it repairs, and it often removes proteins that actually inhibit long-term memory. Great stuff. 2, when you enter REM, your brain fortifies new things you learned that day. And 3, while you're in this wonderful deep sleep, guess what else happens? Your brain makes sophisticated connections, actually engaged in higher level thinking. That's why many of you have gone to bed thinking about a problem and woke up with the answer. You thought you were special. You're not special. She gets more of that, so she gets what? More repair, more fortification, and more connections. She also sleeps better. Sleeps better, sleeps better. She also eats better. Yeah, I said eats better. Now, when you eat, your brain is designed to fortify or reinforce sugars and fats, concentrations of sugars or fats. Why would that happen? Anything your brain does automatically, your brain is doing it because it relates to survival. Automated survival. Automated survival. So, what is happening here is this. You need enough sugars or fats to survive. So go back and think of primitive man, hunter-gatherer. He goes hunting for food. He finds some berries. He eats it. Glucose. The brain reinforces in the place called the nucleus accumbens with a surge of dopamine, which motivates him to continue hunting. That means if he doesn't find food for days, guess what? He's still motivated because once dopamine secretes, you get motivation. Ha! But there's something here that you're not aware of. When dopamine secretes, it subconsciously makes you feel better. So let's say you were having a crappy day and you had a candy bar. After you eat the candy bar, you will subconsciously feel better. But that feeling will spike and drop quickly. So then many of you will have to have what? Another candy bar, exactly. Now, because we are in a time when life is so fast-paced and so stressful, for the first time in history, we have people stress eating. And it's associated to this wonderful thing of overconsumptions of sugars or fats. And for the first time in our history, we're well behind a number of people who are genetically at risk for obesity, and we have an obesity crisis in our country. It has caused a billion-dollar industry that is trying to sell you on a concept that you know is irrational. They said, hey, if you take this pill, you can be beautiful again. Don't have to exercise, eat whatever you want. Your big old cortex says, that's stupid. But you're getting fatter. So you say, give it a try. You try it, it fails. You say, I'll never do that again. I'm far too intelligent. 8 months later, you see another commercial. You go, well, I should try this. It's a different color pill. So they're making billions off of you because you're unaware of what's really going on. I want to help you. I really want to help you. Because what's happening here is that your brain is being drawn to the wrong foods because you're eating in the wrong conditions. You guys are educators. You stay up at night grading papers. You started your day with wonderful balance. As the day went on, you lost your balance. So one of the worst times to eat is late at night. So 10 o'clock rolls around, and you might say this, in this condition, I think I'll go to the refrigerator and get an apple. But when you open the refrigerator, if your brain sees something with more sugars or fat, your brain is going to say, screw the apple, eat that. So, I want to be helpful. I'm going to provide you a foolproof solution if you have this problem of overconsumptions of sugars or fats. And I'm going to give it to you free. Okay, I don't want to give it to you free. I want something. I will give you this solution if you give me a drum roll. Okay, are you ready? Write it down. This is brilliant. Ready? Buy less crap. Why are you laughing? This is brilliant. Understand this. You guys go shopping and you fill your house with crap. You go, oh, my kids like this crap. Oh, my husband likes this crap. Oh, the people who come for football love this crap. And I don't really eat this crap, but I'm buying it anyway. Your house is full of crap. Think of my way. You buy just healthy stuff. 10 o'clock comes, and you go to the refrigerator to get an apple. You open the refrigerator, and nothing but healthy foods. And you go like this. Slam the refrigerator, pissed off, and go to bed. Solution. Now, for the 10% of you who are still motivated at that time to get in your car and go find some crap, I have nothing for you. You have issues. Issues. She doesn't have this problem. Why? Because she tends to stay more balanced, and therefore she tends not to overconsume sugars or fats. This is the kid that you can have candy all over the house, and she's not going to binge on it. She's not going to do it because she doesn't need it. And this wonderful baby with easy temperament also has what is called wonderful affect. Affect is a good indicator that the baby's already understanding people non-verbally. And that skill set draws people to this baby. This baby is special. How special? Well, if you want to know if you have a kid like this, easy test. Did the babysitters offer to pay you? That's how wonderful this baby is. Only 10% of the world's population. So where is everyone here? Probably right here. Average temperament. Right here. Average. So you'll eat and sleep well as long as your patterns are the same. If we shift a pattern, you need a period of time to adjust because you don't adjust as quickly. So most of you came to this conference. You've been here, going to be here, what? 3 nights? 4 days? So the first night, you came here, and most of you did what at night? You tossed and you turned in your hotel room. Why? Because the hotel bed is evil. No, because it's different. Second night, you sleep a little better. That third night, you're finally ready to go to sleep just in time to go home. This is your life. So, you will adjust, but it just takes a little bit more time because your rituals have changed, your patterns have changed. You will read people pretty well, but not at the intuitive level of this person, and not well when you are upset. But over here is difficult temperament. Just look at her. So how do we find out about difficult temperament? Well, the doctor put heart monitors on all the little babies, and a sadistic person like me would come in the room and go, boom! All the babies cry. That baby. These babies. But this baby. Shut up. She went higher. She took an inordinate amount of time to come down. But the most shocking thing is, she never got to complete resting point. That means starting every day of her life with what? Chemical imbalance. This baby inherently will struggle with eating and sleeping. So if she has a wonderful mom who can ritualize the environment and is strong and is healthy, she can overcome a lot. But if she doesn't, it's kind of screwed. Now, this baby is also born what is called flat affect. Flat affect, who are you supposed to bond with chemically? Mommy, screw daddy, exactly, mommy. Straight Bolpe, you are chemically designed to bond to mom. Why did nature do this? So you can have a place where you can start to understand people, understand love, safety, all these wonderful things. This baby doesn't do that. And as a result, this baby will struggle socially unless someone intervenes. I love people who look the other way. I'm invisible. Okay, stand up right here. Yeah. She went like this. Oh, he doesn't see me. Oh, that's my cloak of invisibility. Stand right here, and you right behind her. You guys have a very simple job. This is my friend Stimuli. Say hi to Stimuli. This is my friend Crisis. Say hi to Crisis. If your brain stays stimulated for too long, you will go into simple job. When I give you the cue, you're going to do the wedding march. You're going to take a step. Now, count to yourself, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And you keep on marching until you can't go any further and you end up here. Got it? When I give you the cue, do we need to repeat the instructions? You got it? Okay. Now, I am going to teach you guys how to dance. My qualifications is that I am black. Okay. Here is the position I need you all in. Here is the position. Can you see it now? Difficult. Can you see it? Thank you. Now, think about a train. It goes down, up, and around. Down, up, and around. Now, in the downbeat, I want you to say, agitation, agitation. I don't hear you. Agitation. Okay, chill. So, since you're the first, you adapt easiest, you're the first to stop. After her, you. After him, you. After her, you. After her, you. After her, you. I pray you're in shape. Okay. Dancers in positions. Begin. Agitation. Hit it, Stimuli and Crisis. You're both walking together. Where's my 3 count? Where's my 3 count? Stop. I'm going to stop you because you're turning a funny color red. Okay, so before she had a chance to adjust, she was already overstimulated and almost into? Thank you, Stimuli and Crisis, you can go. Schools adore easy temperament kids, you can go. Schools are used to you average kids, you can go. Schools can't stand you, turn around and face the wall. Oh, you know you can't stand them. Okay, turn around and face the wall. My goodness, difficult kids. Okay, so you got this kid in your school and you got to turn her around. What are some of the crucial things you need? Well, one of the things we started understanding around about your emotional brain, your amygdala, is this. The emotional brain calms down when there are patterns that are predictably seen consistently. So think about Oh, these kids. Okay, so these patterns that are consistently there. So we find out ritualized environment makes the difference. In your schools, they become more crucial than ever. Think about it. The first rule of stimuli was a lot of stimuli is worse than a little. What's she playing? Okay, a lot of stimuli is worse than a little. Now, think about your school. Most, you guys in high school, some of you got thousands of people there. Bad kids, I tell you. Thousands of people there. Now, the bell rings for transition. What do they kids do? They come out quietly and walk in single file. No, they don't. They're moving all over the place. But understand, for a kid with easy temperament, no big deal. For a kid with average temperament, no big deal unless maybe they're having an issue. But remember, this kid came to school already like this. Just the transition, if it's unstructured, brings her closer to crisis. So what's the most important thing? Ritualize major transitions. What are your major transitions? Kids coming in, lunchroom, dismissal, oh my God, lunch. Got it? So let's bring you over here. We're going to turn you halfway around. You're not leaving yet. Okay. Now we have to teach her. Now, what's the second rule of stimuli? New information is more chemically charged than information that's familiar. What do teachers constantly introduce? New stimuli. Are you trying to tell me that their kids are going to freak out just because I'm teaching them? Yes. Turn your page to 46. Ah! If you don't do good, if they don't struggle in learning certain things, they struggle. But wonderful thing we know about the brain. How does every person in this room comprehend new information without becoming chemically overwhelmed? Easily. Everyone in this room who comprehends new information easily is able to associate it quickly to things they already know. So I know this. So what will be important for me to find out about this young lady? What she knows. As a matter of fact, I want to know what she knows the most about, because that's a rich, deep cluster in her brain that's easier to make connections. How would I find that out? Ask her. Brilliant. Brilliant. You know, and people say, well, I got 30 kids. There's no way I can do this. They're not that unique. If I go to high school and I ask kids one question, write down what you spend the most time doing. Now, if you have a bunch of adolescent boys, you have to put a caveat. If you put that first answer that you wanted to put in your brain, I will break your arm. And matter of fact, it's probably a lie. So, now I find out what she knows the most about. If I got 30 kids, I end up with like 3 groupings because they're kind of doing the same stuff. When I introduce new challenging stuff, I associate it to the things they know so they could go, what? Oh, yeah. By the way, I did that with you. Oh, you know, you got some kid, he was kind of crazy, and you met his parent. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Oh, you had a friend who went through trauma and was changed. Trauma can rewire the brain. Oh, yeah. If you can make the connections, learning is easy. So now we have her turned around. Ritualized environment. We're building on what she knows. Now, is she going to be a perfect doll? No, look at her. No. However, you've reduced some impulsive behaviors that keep you in the game longer, and you reduce the number that makes your environment more predictable. Thank you, dear.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see